Catch you later.
So kick back, relax. It is time to do some meditation. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is just sort of make sure your feet are flat on the ground. And going to have we're working on our chakras, so we're going to want to have a bit of a straight back and kind of keep our body upright as much as possible. Luckily, we've got enough people in the room that if you do fall over, your friend will catch you. So, Julie, you're in charge of Carlos. If he goes over. Oh, but if you hit the computer, then it'll be another disaster. And then we want to close our eyes. And as we close our eyes, you want to try to keep your eyes closed during the meditation. Because as you close your eyes, you begin to focus from the outside world. We begin to refocus our attention and our energy to ourselves. And the outside world is going to call you. It's going to say, meow, you forgot to feed me before you left. Honey, can you bring home some milk? We miss you so much. And each time your mind wanders away to your to-do list or to your projects, go ahead and continue to bring it back to your body. And sometimes it's a really good idea to just sort of pat your body. Go ahead and take your hands and pat your legs and pat your stomach and pat your shoulders and pat your head. And this gives us an indication of where we are in the physical here and now. Energy is a funny thing. It is not bound by time and space. So when your thoughts wander and your attention wanders, that's where your energy goes. That's where you as spirit go. And we all know about this because we do it quite often. We sit at our desks at work, and for a moment you're at work, and then suddenly you are somewhere else. They call that spaced out. I call that just out-of-body experience. You're gone. So during this meditation, continue to bring your attention and your focus back to your physical body. And you're going to want to breathe as you do this. So that might be good for you, Carlos. When you feel yourself spacing out, kind of take a moment and kind of pat your body and see if that kind of brings you back. And you don't have to go into a real deep meditation to get benefits from this. We don't have to go to, I was telling Jen today, we don't have to go down to that super deep hypnotic state to get massive benefits. Just gently closing your eyes and being present. And remember to breathe. Breath is air, is life, is energy, is spirit. That as you breathe deeply, your body begins to change its rhythm, begins to relax. We begin to come to a space where we can let go and just be present. At this moment, you have no needs. Everything is perfect right now. You're not hungry. Hopefully you don't have to use the restroom. You're safe. Fairly warm. You're amongst others who see you. And can support you on your spiritual path. You're safe amongst like-minded folk. God is present, the Holy Spirit, and the highest vibration angels. That this room is a sanctuary for us to relax and explore and to play in our inner universe. And so after we kind of kick back, relax, and settle into our meditation space and let our bodies calm down, then the next thing you're going to want to do in your when you take this practice home is ground. And your grounding is a connection between your body and the earth. So from right behind your eyes, you can center your awareness, not in your eyes, but back in the center of your head is the seat of your clairvoyance, your clear seeing. Go ahead and just sit right back there behind your eyes. And from the center of your head, look down and with your spiritual eye, say hello to the base of your spine. And at the very base of your spine is a little energy, a little glowing circular energy center that is what we call the first chakra. And begin to, from the center of your head, just start to send hellos down to that first chakra. Just say hello. And say hello. And say hello. And then as you say hello to that first chakra, just watch it as it begins to, just imagine that it's like a lens of a camera. It begins to open. It begins to brighten. The first chakra begins to glow. And imagine that first chakra coming to a vibration of gold. A bright, yellowy gold. And as it spins, it begins to spin faster and faster. It begins to open more and more. And it begins to brighten even brighter. And as it comes to gold and as it begins to spin, it naturally will begin to align against the spine, back right where it goes, right along the spine. It has a little spot that it lives. It will click right in, click. And as it begins to spin and grow brighter, it begins to throw off any energy that can't be at gold with it. If it can't come to gold, then it's going to begin to just ground. It's going to release. It's going to leave. And from that first chakra, we're going to create our grounding cord. And just imagine that from the first chakra down into the earth, like a big redwood tree, like the base of a redwood tree. And that redwood tree begins to extend all the way down into the earth until it goes and it meets the very center of the planet. Deep, deep, deep. And then that redwood tree begins to grow roots out into the earth so that you're deeply and wholly rooted into the planet. And have that first chakra, have that grounding cord attached to that first chakra so that as it's spinning, that anything that it's releasing is just like the grounding cord is a conduit that just drains off all the excess energy. Anything that can't come to gold just drops away. And the first chakra is your chakra of survival. And a lot of times the first chakra is creates fear as one of its negative or kind of bothersome qualities. And so begin to allow yourself to release fear. Just allow that first chakra to release anything that might vibrate in fear. Now or tomorrow or the next day, that no matter what is going on around you, you are connected to the earth with a peaceful, strong redwood tree. You are connected. You are safe. You are solid. You are grounded. And then allow that tree to grow even more roots all the way up the tree, or at least the bottom third is just rooting wide, so that maybe your roots are a mile wide down near the planet. And maybe they even wrap around the center of the planet. And then allow that first chakra to begin to spin even more and shine even brighter. And tell your first chakra, I am safe. Tell your first chakra, I am safe. My body is safe. My spirit is safe. And one of the things about sort of where we we're at right now on the planet is we're really running a lot of fear. Everything we see creates fear in our space. We watch the television and we listen to the news. And so our first chakra goes on overdrive thinking everything's fearful. Say hello to your first chakra and say, I am safe and grounded. And really, your body is of the planet. It is ultimately sort of disposable. They come and they go through lifetimes. It's a wonderful thing and we love our bodies. But ultimately, our spirit is always safe. Nothing can happen to our spirit. Nothing can happen to our soul. And nothing can ever happen to us. We are made perfectly and beautifully. That there is an enduring part of us that is already perfect. And so anytime you are in fear, it's always a lie. Bodies can be in fear. They're like, hey, I could die here. They don't like that thought. But your consciousness, the you that is you, the part of you that is who you are, can never die. So there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear.